Strictly Come Dancing attracts millions of viewers each year and every fan is rooting for their favorite dancer. But such heated competition comes the opportunity for scandal. This year has seen fans of the popular show make multiple fix accusations, and some are convinced the competition is rigged. Most recently, viewers became suspicious as they didn't see all the footage from Fleurist's dance-off, but before that, there were claims that the wrong contestants had ended up in the bottom two. Here, we've looked at the most divisive claims made against the show this year. What do you think about Strictly Come Dancing? Let us know in the comments. Fleurist's missing footage. Strictly Come Dancing viewers didn't see all the footage from Fleurist's dance-off, leading to claims the show may be fixed. The episode, which was recorded on Saturday, October 29th, and aired the following day, saw Fleur, 35, take on EastEnders actor James Bay in the famous dance-off. However, there was one moment which didn't make the final edit, which was broadcasted to millions of viewers. Following the tense battle, Fleur and her partner Vito, 30, received praise from the judges and ultimately sailed through to the next round, while Bay and his partner Amy Dowden said goodbye and were sent home. Now, sources claim that Fleur and Vito fell to the ground in spectacular style, causing everybody in the studio to let out a loud gasp in shock. It's believed Fleur had dragged Vito down to the ground with her before they were checked over by on-site medical staff before being allowed to restart their dance. Speaking to The Sun, a source said, "Poor Fleur looked stunned and devastated, and no one really knew what was happening on or off stage." Eventually, the warm-up guy came on and addressed the audience while Fleur and Vito got checked out. They started their dance again, and obviously the second version was the one aired. There was no reference to the fall by the judges either. The Mole went on to tell the publication that James wasn't entirely bothered by the move as he believed Fleur had been the better dancer, although several others were relatively shocked. "It's not exactly a live performance if stars get to have another crack of the whip," the insider fumed. Following the allegations, a spokesperson for the BBC said, after an incident with a prop at the beginning of Fleur and Vito's dance-off performance, the decision was made to halt proceedings to check they were not injured. As they had not begun to dance before the incident occurred, it was decided they could start the performance again, once it was confirmed they were fit to do so. Following the dramatic episode, Fleur opened up about the dance-off on her Hits Radio breakfast show with co-presenter James Bay. The songstress said, "I have no idea why I'm in the bottom two, it's out of my hands, out of my control. All I can do is rehearse every week and do my best, have the most fun, and that's what I'm doing." The wrong contestants in the bottom two. Fans branded the show a fix after they claimed the wrong contestants ended up in the bottom two, despite it being down to a public vote, as Richie Anderson exited the BBC One Latin and Ballroom competition. As they faced singer Fleurist in the dreaded dance-off, Richie and Giovanni danced their samba to Hakuna Matata from The Lion King whilst their competitors performed their American Smooth to Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid in a bid to make it through to the next round. Angry fans of the show took to social media to fume over the bottom two, insisting there were other stars who should have been there. In a flurry of frustrated messages shared on Twitter, viewers insisted the show was fixed. "This is a joke. How on earth are Richie and Fleur in the bottom two? This is ridiculous beyond words. Neither deserve to be there as Tony goes through. It's bang out of order. The one that can't dance stays in while yet another good one goes." total fix," one wrote. A second shared, "I'm sorry but how is Matt Goss safe? It's a fix." #Strictly, with a third angry viewer of the BBC show writing on social media, "WTF Florent Vito. I rest my point about it being a fix. #Strictly. I almost think this was a setup for Richie, and undermarking for Fleur. Feels like a fix as much as they can fix this show," a fifth penned. As the judges gave their opinions on who should stay, Craig Revel Horwood, Motsi Mabuse and Anton Du Beke all decided to save Fleur. Head judge Shirley Ballas insisted she would have chosen Richie. "Well, I thought that was a well-danced dance-off. I thought both couples performed well. I thought one couple was a bit more sure-footed about their performance and had a slightly better level of artistry about what they were doing, so the couple I would like to save is Florent Vito," Anton said as he gave his critique after the dance-off. Motsi shared, "I think it's heartbreaking actually because I think both of you do not deserve to be here but this is how the public voted and based on this dance-off I'm going to save Florent Vito. I would like to save the most accomplished technician and that is Florent Vito," Craig simply added. Shirley was last to vote and whilst her vote wouldn't have made a difference to proceedings, she was still asked who she would have chosen to save out of Richie and Giovanni and Florent Vito. Giving her verdict, she said, "Well, with the two couples the public put in the bottom two I would have saved Richie and Giovanni." Tony Adams made it through another week. Further accusations were leveled against the show when Tony Adams survived another weekend on the BBC show to make it through to the fifth week. The former Arsenal star performed a cha-cha to the Grandstand theme tune on Saturday night alongside professional partner Katya Jones. Despite being highly entertaining, the 56-year-old's lack of technical skill landed him at the bottom of the leaderboard over the weekend. However, fans were in for a shock when it came to the dreaded dance-off as Tony was saved, leaving Jade Adams and Molly Reinford to battle it out. Then Jade and her partner Karen Hauer performed their Charleston to the ballad of Barry and Frida, "Let's Do It," in a bid to impress the judges and remain in the competition. Despite praising both couples, the judging panel of Craig Revel Horwood, Motsi Mabuse, Anton Du Beke and Shirley Ballas all voted to save Molly and Carlos. When asked about her time on the show by host Tess Daly, Jade said it was the best thing she's ever done in her life, before lauding praise on Karen. "I will carry it to my grave, and it has been an absolute pleasure working with you, Karen, and learning about so much that will go into my own stuff, in my own work. You are one of the most gifted people I have ever worked with," Jade said. Karen said that it was a roller coaster of emotions, before thanking Jade for being her partner this year. However, the result left a number of Strictly Come Dancing fans shocked. Tony had managed to survive another week. Taking to Twitter to discuss the footy player, one person said, "I honestly don't know why Tony Adams and Katya Jones are still in this competition and who is wasting their votes voting for them. The joke has ended, and to think that potential finalists are in the do because people are voting for Tony is beyond a joke." A second wrote, "How can this be right that they're in the bottom two and the absolutely useless Tony sails through yet again? Now tell me it's not a fix. It's a disgrace." While a third remarked, "Fix again? Tony Adams still in? Really?" And another said, "Jade should have stayed, Tony should have gone." Strictly is a popularity contest. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at yourmirror@mirror.co.uk.